Imagine a god so afraid of being overthrown that he devours his own children. That was Saturn. But one child escaped, Jupiter, and when he came of age, he returned with thunder in his hand and the courage to face the tyrant. This ancient myth is more than just a story. It's the living blueprint of how Jupiter and Saturn work in astrology, the eternal tension between fear and freedom, limitation and growth. Saturn, known to the Greeks as Cronus, feared a prophecy that one of his children would rise against him. To prevent this, he swallowed each child at birth. Neptune, Pluto, Juno, Ceres, Vesta, all consumed, locked away in darkness. But the mother, Ops, could not bear to lose another. She wrapped a stone in cloth and tricked Saturn into devouring it instead. Her sixth child, Jupiter, was hidden far from the tyrant's gaze, raised in secret by nymphs, his cries masked by the clashing of shields. Jupiter grew strong. With the help of Metis, goddess of cunning, he returned to his father's court disguised as a servant. He mixed a potion into Saturn's wine, forcing the tyrant to vomit up the children he had swallowed. The world shook as gods were reborn. Neptune, lord of seas, Pluto, lord of the underworld, Juno, queen of the heavens. Together they waged war, the Titanomachy, 10 years of chaos, lightning against stone, mountains thrown like weapons. Until at last, Jupiter struck Saturn down, casting him into exile. And so the cosmos was divided. Neptune ruled the oceans, Pluto ruled the shadows, and Jupiter claimed the heavens as king of gods and men. So what does this mean in astrology? Jupiter is the planet of growth, optimism, faith, and expansion. It rules Sagittarius and traditionally Pisces. Wherever Jupiter sits in your chart is where you're blessed with opportunity, where life says, dream bigger. Saturn, by contrast, is the planet of boundaries, structure, time, and discipline. It rules Capricorn and Aquarius. Wherever Saturn sits in your chart is where you face trials, delays, and lessons. It says, not yet. Work harder, prove it. The myth of Jupiter overthrowing Saturn isn't just cosmic drama, it's the psychological story of your life. Saturn is fear, restriction, and the voice that says you can't. Jupiter is hope, courage, and the voice that says, what if you can? Too much Saturn and we become stuck, heavy, rigid. Too much Jupiter and we become reckless, overconfident, lost in excess. Together, they form the balance between dreaming and building, between vision and discipline. Every approximately 20 years, Jupiter and Saturn meet in the sky in what's called a great conjunction. These moments mark turning points in human history, when new orders rise, just like Jupiter rose against Saturn. The last one happened in December 2020 in Aquarius, launching us into a new 200-year cycle of air sign conjunctions. We moved from Earth, the material, the physical, into air, ideas, technology, networks, and vision. On a personal level, this same story unfolds in your chart. Look to the houses where Jupiter and Saturn sit. That's where you'll feel the tension between restriction and growth, and where your greatest breakthroughs are waiting. So the next time you feel trapped by fear or crushed by responsibilities, remember the myth. Saturn will always try to swallow what threatens his control, but Jupiter, within you, always rises. The thunderbolt is yours to wield. Follow for more myths and astrology, and let's keep exploring the cosmos together.